Hey guys, welcome to yet another tutorial, and in this video we're gonna explore the n8n interface in detail. So it will be a complete walkthrough. So if you are a beginner to n8n and you wish to learn about the workflows and about how to use them, learn about the buttons and the placements and the operations by n8n, then be very sure to to watch this video till the end. So without having further ado, let us start the video. And here we go. So the first thing that I did was, launch my actual n8n instance, which if you don't know how to, install it or launch it, you can watch our previous videos that we have uploaded, where we have given the exact, instructions on how you can download the n8n and also set up it and even launch it as well. So as here you can see, this is like my basic n8n window right here, which you can see. So this is a workflow which I have created for our previous video. But in your case, you probably might not see this, but instead you will see this, as a first step to your workflow. So basically, this is the overall structure of n8n. It opens in your web browser, which is currently Google Chrome for me. Now, within here, we can see this particular tab right here. From here you can access your personal details like your workflows, your credentials, your execution history, which is available right here, which also includes any failed attempts for the executions, which includes the runtime and the execution ID as well, labeled from 1 to successive numbers as well. And it also determines what type of execution that was, like a manual execution and autonomous execution. We have the variables for like advanced users, so for that you need an upgrade or a paid version. And we also have a data tables as well, so you can use data tables to persist execution results and also share data between workflows and track matrices for evaluation. So if you're working on a data, you can create your own data table, which are like data sets for your workflows and then we have this plus option right here, using which you can either choose these options like create a new workflow, create a new credential, or simply create your data table. Projects are available for the enterprise users as well. And from here within the data table, it is the same story as we can see. By clicking onto this overview tab, you can head on to your overview, which will show you how many production executions you have completed. This does not includes the manual executions, and also this includes the auto executions, and also data may take up to 24 hours to update here. Then here are the successful ones, here are the failed one. You can also see your failure rate, time saved, and also your average runtime as well. From here you can again see the same, which are workflow, credentials, executions, variables, and even data tables. Now from here you can check on to your overview as well. And then we have templates right here. So if you click onto the template, it will, redirect you to the n8n community pages, where it is about the workflow. So you can see that there are more than 10,000. There are around 11,041 workflow automation templates right now, which are available, which includes from AI, sales, IT ops, marketing. So if you don't want to build a workflow from yourself from scratch, you can always, use these particular templates to modify these templates, or to modify the workflow in these templates, for your own personalized needs. So now, returning to the same, then apart from templates, we have this insights option, from where I already told you these are the options which are available. You can also upgrade, to access more detailed insights as well. Then we have this help option, from where you can get the quick start, which are tutorials, documentation, forums, course. You can report a bug as well, and then there's the about section. Then we have the settings. Under settings, you can see the users in plan, personal, users, roles, the API, external secrets, environment, SSO, security, LDAP, and many more settings, which you can see right here. Now, apart from these, under the workflow, some settings which includes are like that. To this is the execute button, using which you can execute a workflow. After execution, if you wish to see the output, simply click onto this particular upward arrow at the bottom right corner, and you will see the output. Like this particular execution results in this particular web page being generated. So whenever I click this execute button, this web page gets generated. This is a very simple example of a workflow that I created. You also have these different options at the top, like editor, the execution history, and the evaluations for this workflow as well. You can choose to publish it or view its timeline as well. And then there are also options like, to add a description, duplicate, download, rename, favorite, import from URL or file, and the settings of this workflow, which you can see right here, which includes, the execution logic, error workflow, time zones, and many more different things which you can play with. You can also play with these, configure these stages. Simply double click onto this. From here, you can change the code as well. So, for example, if I change it to, my first workflow, and then simply this will get saved, and here you can see if you can simply execute this as well like this. So yes, now the title will be this, and then you can also change the header line. So let me just do that, so these are more better visible. Yes. So this is how you can, easily do these particular things. And I think one of the best things about these is that they can also be autonomously done, which will be covered in the, the upcoming videos. So yes, this was pretty much it about the walkthrough of the same. You can also clear the execution from here. And there are many different features like, tidy up these particular things. You can also add any step, or you can also, if you want to, you can also deactivate any particular uh, process within the workflows. So yes, basically this is about it. The more you will learn, the more you will try it out, you will learn a lot than just by watching. So yes, to try it out, let us know in the comments if you get stuck anywhere, and we'll be here to help you. So that was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.